It's time for Mount Vernon Rams Baseball on WMIX, on your radio at AM 940 and online at WMIXsports.com. Rams Baseball is presented by the official voice of the Mount Vernon Rams, Community First Bank. Welcome back to Personal Banking. The Mount Vernon Rams on WMIX are also sponsored in part by Ren Lake College. See how you can save thousands on your education at rlc.edu. The Medicine Shop of Mount Vernon, Ford Square and King City Chrysler. You can count on us. State Farm Insurance Agent Tony Wilt. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Second Chance Auto. Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a Hospital. Raising the Bar. Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon. And also by the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Sarah Staley, your country financial agent. Heartland Accounting. And by Central Christian Church. It's time to join Chris Hugo and Danny Czerwinski in the WMIX Sports mobile studios for Mount Vernon Rams Baseball. Rams pregame show starts now.
4 teams vying to become the IHSA Class 3A state champion of boys baseball. Good afternoon. Chris Hugo and Danny Czerwinski alongside. Avery Barton back at our Mount Vernon studios. The Mount Vernon Rams look to become that top dog in Class 3A. This is your Landers Collision Center's pregame show. Landers Collision Centers didn't just expand in Mount Vernon. They expanded their service. After your next collision, ask about free detailing as long as you own your car. Big or small, Landers fixes them all. 1-888 Landers. Mount Vernon Rams, of course, 31-8-1 on the year. South 7 Conference champions. The only conference champion out of the Final Four here, of course, Joliet Catholic is out of the East Suburban Conference. They finished 8-8, about middle of the pack in 5th place. They're 23-14. But Danny Czerwinski, you take a look at things here. The Mount Vernon Rams, obviously, in a true road contest up here at Silver Cross Field in Joliet against the Joliet Catholic Academy Hilltoppers.
Well, you are in a true road game because Joliet Catholic Academy, of course, living in their hometown here in Joliet, Illinois, got to sleep in their own beds, come into town, of course, just jaunt across town and come over here to Silver Cross Field. And Mount Vernon lost a coin flip, so it might as well be the road team if you're going to have to play the home city team in the state tournament. Might as well just get it all underway. The Rams have just taken the infield. They'll start. They'll get a certain amount of time, just like the Hilltoppers did, and be ready to go here shortly.
Of course, we understand a lot of phone calls back at the station wondering what was happening. The first game got started a little bit late, then went a little bit long. But St. Francis of Wheaton, I believe, defeated Grays Lake Central 6-3, and so one parochial non-boundary institution will be in a state championship game. Can the Rams make it a public institution as well? We'll find out. We have plenty more to discuss on your Landers Collision Center's pregame, but first, we need to take a quick break. This is Rams Baseball, presented by Community First Bank.
I'm Michael Stack with a look at your next rad weather. Cloudy skies mixing in with some sunshine, a shower or thunderstorm around as well. This afternoon's high 76. Clear to partly cloudy skies, tonight's low 54. Partly sunny skies, high 76 to 80s. Saturday, warm and humid with clouds mixing in with some sunshine. A thunderstorm seen in spots in the afternoon hours. Sunday, high 82. Next rad weather from WMIX, Mount Vernon, Illinois.
The 2013 Dodge Avenger has no interest in blending in, and neither should you. Hi, Roy Schmidt Dodge dealer at King City Chrysler in Mount Vernon. Stand out in the all-new Avenger. From its crosshair grille to ring-of-fire tail lamps, the Dodge Avenger takes an aggressive stance that's impossible to ignore. It's also impossible to ignore $3,000 in customer cash or 0% financing for 72 months. But it is what's inside that really counts. And with premium materials and soft-touch surfaces, the interior of the 2013 Avenger gets you there more comfortably than ever. Plus, those incentives leave your wallet a little more comfortable as well. See our selection online at kingcitychrysler.com or visit with one of our associates at King City Chrysler Center, 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois, and find us on Facebook.
You can count on us. Yes, you can.
Are the features with your free checking account disappearing? Hi, this is Melody True, Relationship Specialist with People's National Bank in Mount Vernon. A free checking account with People's National Bank includes unlimited check writing, no minimum balance requirements, online banking, bill pay, a Visa check card, and it only takes $100 to open. Stop by People's National Bank and get the free checking account you deserve. People's National Bank, serving Southern Illinois since 1909. Member FDIC. Non-usage fees may apply.
You're listening to Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank.
WMIX, WMIXsports.com. Glad to have you with us. Mount Vernon Rams Baseball, vying for a state championship. It is your state semifinal contest, IHSA Class 3A, here at Silver Cross Field in Joliet. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by Ford Square, 1501 Broadway in Mount Vernon, or view the inventory online at FordSquare.com, where you can also schedule your service appointment. The Rams taking infield practice right now, come in 31-8-1 on the year. Your South Suburban Conference champions, of course, Joliet Catholic Academy, the Hilltoppers, 23-14. They do owe, I believe, a pair of state championships in baseball. They've had some recent success, of course, under their coach, Jared Foss, in his 15th season. Primarily known as a football school on the boys' side and a volleyball school on the girls, but baseball making some noise.
Well, when you come into town, the first thing you see on the sign, Joliet population right below it, 13 state championships in football, 9 in volleyball, 1 in baseball, and this is their 12th state appearance in baseball. And, of course, as you mentioned, Jared Foss in his 15th year at the helm, and this is his 6th appearance. So he's been around, been involved in this. And, again, when you think of JCA, you think of, obviously, the football prowess that they have. I'm sure a lot of players that play football also play baseball. There's 27 baseball players dressed today for JCA. Now, Mount Vernon will roll in with about 14, 15. JCA has 27 for a school of 772, which would put them solidly in 3A anyway. But with the multiplier, their enrollment's something like 11 or 1,200, so the school's almost half the size of Mount Vernon playing here today. But, of course, we all know the rules they play by, which basically are none, and they can get whoever they want from the Chicagoland area and play in their particular school.
No doubt about that. Of course, this is your Landers Collision Center's pregame show. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside WMIX, WMIXsports.com. Big or small, Landers Collision Centers, fixes, and now details of all. Premium detailing now available at Landers Collision Centers. Call anytime you need them, 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll talk more about the Mount Vernon Rams and their road to this day right here. State semifinal action's coming up. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
America is a nation on wheels. Everyone has at least one automobile. We use them for shopping, work, everything we do. But they can be a threat. Some accidents can't be prevented. Your professional Pekin Insurance Agency, Page Insurance on Crownview in Mount Vernon, can help protect you from a large financial loss when an accident happens. Call Page Insurance today at 242-7000 about low-cost auto insurance from Pekin Insurance. Ask them about the many money-saving discounts that are available. Depend on your hometown professionals. Pekin Insurance.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank, asking why you bank with Community First Bank. Is it knowing your deposits are also vital to home loans in Jefferson County and our local economy? Is it having your choice of convenient locations and ATMs? Is it seeing a staff of friendly faces you recognize as your neighbors? These are all reasons enough to count, though you only need one, and we are honored you chose us. Community First Bank, welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC.
You've just got to see the new Chevy Sonic at Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon. The Sonic gets an estimated 40 miles per gallon on the highway. The Sonic features a 5-star safety rating. It's very affordable. Right now, you can get a rebate up to $1,000. And with a full factory warranty backed by a service department that is second to none, why buy used? Get your Chevy Sonic today at Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon, 3423 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
This is Mount Vernon Rams Baseball on WMIX and WMIXsports.com.
And we welcome you back to Silver Cross Field at Joliet, Class 3A state semifinal between the Mount Vernon Rams and the Joliet Catholic Hilltoppers. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside for your Landers Collision Center's pregame show. For the Mount Vernon Rams, of course, you expected a regional championship, the number 1 seed heading into Heron if they could get past number 2 Centralia. They did in a regional title game that went an hour and 12 minutes by a score of 2-0. Since then, had to defeat Effingham in the True Road game in the Effingham sectional by a score of 4-0, and then beat Triad in a sectional championship game that got postponed and bumped back to Monday of this week. They win that 2-1, surprising some people. And then Minnie did not give them a chance to beat Bloomington on Tuesday by a score of 6-1. They get all of that done. They get up here, and it's more of the same. Minnie not giving them a chance to beat the home team here today, the Hilltoppers from Joliet Catholic.
You know what it is. It is what it is. You're a team from down south playing up here in the Chicagoland area. The other 3 schools from around this neck of the woods, of course, Wheaton St. Francis from Chicago, and then, of course, Grays Lake Central. Mount Vernon's familiar with them. And then, of course, Joliet Catholic Academy right here in Joliet. So, I mean, you're taking on the up north. You're taking on that. You're bringing your brand of baseball here. We saw some different things in the first game that some of the northern schools do between innings that we haven't seen all year down south. So, again, it's securely, as we said off the air, Mount Vernon securely is holding the slingshot here today as far as being the David and the Goliath matchup.
Well, there's certainly no doubt to that statement. And you take a look at what the Rams have been able to put together the past few years. Tim Holloway now in his 9th season, 192 wins compared to 120 losses in that one tie that came this year. Yeah, against the Altop Crusaders on May 2nd. Of course, a suspended game that was ended in the 6th. The game tied at 2. The lone tie on Tim Holloway's career mark, but 8 games away from that 200-win plateau. And you look at this Rams team, and I know 2005, I believe, when he took over, and then into 2006, and especially 2007, under 500 there. But managing to get his program the way he wants it, and now this team is this program, I should say, averaging over 20 wins per year.
Yeah, and it's done a great job. And, of course, this year, the success that's happening, and I think one of the things you look at is South 7 Conference Championship over in recent years. Mount Vernon seems to be owning the conference. And then, of course, you get the success. I mean, Mount Vernon's had great baseball for many years. I mean, this goes back a long time. And it may be a program that's in the shadow of other things, but, I mean, this is a program that's been in good and capable hands over the last few decades. And again, here it is. This team gets to be the first and brings back a trophy for athletics programs in the state tournament. It'll be nice to have there at Mount Vernon High School.
Of course, on the hill today for the Rams, they're going to rely on Brock Fulkerson and his 11-2 mark, a 1.76 earned run average. And, of course, with a win today, Brock would own the school record for wins in the season, currently at 11. Brock shares that with, of course, Chris Bernard, I believe also Wes Mason and James Mulvaney, if I'm not mistaken. Hopefully have all those names associated with that record. And, of course, Chris Bernard, you think back to 1995, on his dad's team, came up to the state finals, and that was back when the Elite Eight is what got you to state after a sectional championship. They, of course, lost to Chicago Committee, but they paved the road, really.
And then the next team was lost to Bradley Bourbonnais, of course, in the next year. And, of course, Mount Vernon fans back home, you'll hear every once in a while a train roaring by down the third base left field line. It'll feel like the old stadium where the train used to roll through in center field and right field. But, you know, when you get an opportunity like this to come to the state tournament, and, of course, this day and age, when you get here, you're guaranteed a trophy. That pressure is off. It's a different atmosphere. It's a different thing, and that's something you have to be happy with.
Something you have to be very, very happy with. They're going to introduce the teams here in just a moment. Of course, we'll get to our Central Christian Church starting lineups a little bit later on in your Landers Collision Center's pregame show. Landers Collision Centers can fix that small fender bender or major collision on any size vehicle, and now they can detail it too. Big or small, Landers fixes and details them all. 1-888 Landers next time you need them. Let's see, we should get underway here in just a moment. We're well behind schedule. Should have been underway at about 12 o'clock. Pregame was originally set for 11:40, but sometimes in the game of baseball, things will be delayed slightly. And, of course, that first game got started a little bit late. And then there's an exciting matchup between Wheaton and St. Francis. Of course, the Spartans and the Grays Lake Central Rams. St. Francis won that by a score of 6-3.
Funny that they announced the players, and then Tim Holloway, Coach Fulkerson was telling Coach Holloway, go out there, and Tim was like, really, me? No, I don't have to. No, yeah, you do. We'll follow you later. Well, Coach Holloway got out there, and there was a delay in the announcement of coaches, and he's standing out there looking around like, am I supposed to be out here?
Yeah. So Tim finally makes it out, and he's fed by the rest of his coaching staff, and, of course, the JV coaches of Scott Gamber and Denny Clark have made the trip, are in uniform, and will be in immense help in the dugout. Of course, Denny is part of how the Rams got here as well. Was sent on many scouting missions. Obviously, the Rams were ready for whatever were thrown at them, and he gave a lot of credit to Denny Clark for what he asked for the program. Tom Fulkerson, Quinn McClure, along with Tim Holloway.
And you throw in the fact those guys go out and scout. Denny Clark put some mileage on the vehicle over the last couple of weeks. You also get some help, because we heard some things last night that, you know, it is what it is. Joliet Catholic is a very successful program, but there are a lot of schools, a lot of people that don't like their success that were rather helpful up in this neck of the woods with the Mount Vernon Rams as far as scouting reports and video and whatnot. So Mount Vernon has found some friends up here in the northern part of the state, because people are tired of JCA and some of the things they do that get players into their program.
That's putting it simply. Of course, they're introducing the players on the field now, the Mount Vernon Rams first, the visitors. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll get to know your Central Christian Church starting lineups and the details of the defense for Joliet Catholic. We'll take a break on your Landers Collision Center's pregame show. Chris Hugo with Denny Czerwinski alongside every Barton back at our Mount Vernon studio, where we'll send it briefly. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
John, just look at those names on the outfield wall here at Busch Stadium. It's Brock, Gibson, Musial. The list goes on and on.
Mike, those are some of the greatest players that baseball has ever seen.
And just think, John, we get to see the stars of today, and you never know, maybe one of these 2013 Cardinals will be on that wall someday.
That's why we invite Cardinal Nation to listen to us right here game after game. Another Cardinal star could emerge again this year.
The Cards on the radio.
It's Cardinal Baseball on 50,000 watts of today's hot country. 94.1 WMIX.
Hi, this is Nina Reitnauer, Relationship Banker with People's National Bank in Mount Vernon. People's National Bank has the best of both worlds. We are a locally family-owned bank that can offer you the big bank products and services. Products like free checking, online banking, bill pay, and mobile banking. We have the products and services to meet the needs of your personal and family life in today's world. Stop by any People's National Bank branch and ask about any one of our great products.
People's National Bank, serving Southern Illinois since 1909, member FDIC.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. There's just one place where a team is more than a group of individual agendas. It's a catalyst for demonstrating the potential of the collaborative spirit. There's just one place where players, coaches, and fans experience the exhilaration that happens when an entire community rallies behind the school team. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. In addition, high school sports help young people in Illinois develop the discipline and confidence they need to be leaders in life, even as they unite communities like nothing else. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Illinois High School Association and the Illinois Athletic Directors Association.
Listen to us from any device at WMIXSports.com. This is Rams Baseball on WMIX.
And we welcome you back to Joliet. Silver Cross Field, which has a capacity of 6,016 people. We're going to be well under that today. For the IHSA Class 3A state semifinal matchup between the home team, the Joliet Catholic Hilltoppers, and, of course, the Vernon Rams. We told you the Rams, the only conference champion out of the Final Four, and, of course, winners of the South 7 Conference regular season title yet again. And it's the Rams team that's on the run, and I think that you look back over the course of recent Rams memory, the teams that have made it to the sectional 2010 and 2011 under Tim Holloway, and you don't want to ever say that this is the team that you did not expect maybe to get here. I don't mean it that way. I think you thought in 2010 and 2011 that maybe there was a shot. This team, expectations not quite as high, I don't think, amongst basically media possibly and maybe even some fans. But they get here, and it's been their carefree, crazy attitude.
Tempered expectations for this group. I mean, you go back about a month ago or less on a Friday at Breeze, and you think of the game that happened there where Mount Vernon was just not Mount Rams baseball. Breeze Mater Dei beat them, and you thought, oh, my gosh, going into the regional next week with Highland doubleheader, what's this team going to do? And all of a sudden, as you mentioned, it's a different attitude. It's not a cocky attitude. It's not a lazy attitude. It's just the way they conduct themselves. They get in between lines. They take care of business. They're very laid back. It's a great group to be around, both on and off the field. I mean, it is a team that as much as deserves this success as anybody else in this case.
Well, deservedly so. We'll get to know your Central Christian Church batting orders. We need to meet the Mount Vernon Rams, the visitors on the scoreboard.
Leading off in right field, it'll be the same lineup you've heard the last 17 different games. It'll be Jake Pike in right field, batting second in center, Landon Thomas, batting third behind the plate, Colin Young. In the cleanup spot at first, Colton Metter, batting fifth and second, Trevor Flota, batting sixth, shortstop Matthew Williams, batting seventh in left field, Clayton Reeves, batting eighth at third is Sawyer Harrison, batting ninth, the designated hitter Hayden Paninsky. Starting on the bump is Brock Fulkerson for Tim Holloway's Mount Vernon Rams.
First defensively for the Hilltoppers, Sam Couch at 5-1 will take the hill today. He looks like not quite a tall, lanky right-hander, but just a right-hander. Of course, 5-1, a 1.21 ERA, 67 strikeouts, only walked 15. Alex Moydick will be the catcher. John Trotton, Chris Scheida, Mitch Bowie, Ryan Peter from third to first. Aaron Markley, Nick D'Alessandro, and Keegan Tyrell, of course, will be your outfield from left to right. Those lineups are brought to you by Central Christian Church. Central Christian Church, we can watch their Friday night and Sunday services online. It's their webcast, thenewcentral.com. Log on, Central Christian Church. Loving God and loving people brings you the Rams batting order as well as the Joliet Catholic defense here today. The Rams are coached by Tim Holloway, who will be in the third base coaching box. Quinn McClure will be in the first base coaching box. Of course, should be a good one here today. Sunny skies. Temperatures should hover around the 70-degree mark. Maybe not get over that, but might get to about 69 degrees. Winds will be out of the north-northeast at times.
Blowing in. Swirling around here on this Horseshoe Stadium up here at the top as we sit outside.
It's a beautiful facility.
Yeah, it used to be a minor league park. Now a Frontier League team resides here, the Joliet, as they won the title in 2011, the year before last year. Of course, Marion SI won last year.
Of course, the Slammers, now managed by a Red Lake College alum Mike Raymond, who went on to play at UK and spent some time in the Gateway Grizzlies organization. It'll be Jake Pike to get it started, and just like that, we're underway. The first pitch will be lifted into right field. Tyrell gets underneath it, Pike's around first, and that'll be your first out. So one pitch, one out for the Rams as we get underway at about the 12:39 mark.
About 40 minutes later than predicted. Somebody hasn't learned you can't start baseball games to 2 hours apart with all the fixing the field lineups and whatnot goes on in between, but oh well.
So that'll bring up the senior Landon Thomas. Of course, he'll be headed to Red Lake College next year. Center fielder, the senior, takes a pitch in the dirt low. That's about an 81-mile-per-hour fastball. We assume it's accurate. It'll be 1 ball, no strike to LT. Colin Young to follow here in the top of the first. Here comes one ripped toward right on the back side is Tyrell. He's going to catch up to it about the track. And that'll be your second out. So just like that, 2 out.
Right field down the line is 327. However, as you move probably about 20, 25 feet from the foul pole towards right center, there's a little picnic area, we're assuming or guessing. That's out in right center field that's just out, probably about 10, 15 feet. That ball there almost driven to the warning track. Big dimensions here, what used to be an MLB minor league park.
And that'll bring in Colin Young quickly with 2 outs. Takes a pitch on the inside corner for a strike. Your community, your choice, your bank. With 5 locations and friends and neighbors on staff who understand your needs, Community First Bank keeps it simple. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. And what a great job thus far by Couch to paint the plate on Colin Young. Now an outside corner strike, and quickly behind is Colin, 0-2. Next one comes. He'll wave at it and miss. It was well outside. And 1, 2, 3 in order to go to the Rams in the top half of the first. No score. This is Rams Baseball powered by Community First Bank.
It happens every spring. You need a great quality, new-to-you vehicle. There's a reason why Second Chance Auto has been helping put families into affordable, dependable vehicles for over 32 years. Honest, fair deals. Ain't nothing fancy, just great vehicles with warranties. Honest deals and bank rate financing for all. That's the only way Second Chance Auto will do business. And you don't even have to leave your home to get credit approval. Call Second Chance Auto at 244-4582 and get pre-approved right over the phone. They know bad things can happen to good people. Second Chance Auto, Route 142 East in Mount Vernon.
Are you interested in a career in the culinary arts but can never afford the high cost of cooking school? Red Lake College has a low-cost recipe for success. For as little as $5,500 per year, you can get a quality culinary arts education in your own backyard. That even includes books, tuition, class fees, and supplies. Learn to master domestic fare, pastry, and foreign cuisine in Ina, Illinois. Save thousands on a culinary arts education at Red Lake College. For more information, log on to rlc.edu/culinary arts.
Back to Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank.
And we welcome you back, Rams Baseball, WMIX, WMIXSports.com, 42 minutes past the noon hour. Glad to have you with us. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside. As we head to the home half of the first with no score in your IHSA Class 3A state semifinal matchup. You can follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. And, of course, we'll meet the Joliet Catholic Hilltoppers, led off by Mitch Bowie, the second baseman. Aaron Markley in left field bat second. Chris Shine at the shortstop will bat third. Now Sandro, the fifth fielder in the cleanup spot. We didn't get any pronunciations today. Bear with us. Alex Moynick is the catcher batting fifth. Ryan Peters batting sixth. He is at first base. John Pulisic, so we're going to go with the DH batting seventh. John Trotton, third baseman will bat eighth. Keegan Tyrell rounds out the Hilltopper batting order, batting ninth. We'll meet the Rams defensively in a moment. Of course, Brock Fulkerson at 11-2 puts a 1.76 ERA on the line. His first pitch will come. Showing bunt is the leadoff batter Bowie, and it looks like that misses low and away for 1-0.
Same crew that did the first game here do the second game. They switch around position.
Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Quick ground ball. Can Williams get to it? Too quickly to seeds its way out to center field for a leadoff single for Mitch Bowie. Of course, batting orders presented by Central Christian Church, where exciting things are always happening. Log on to thenewscentral.com to find out more or to watch their Friday night and Sunday services online. That's thenewscentral.com. Central Christian Church, loving God and loving people. Brock Fulkerson, the tall, lanky right-hander, caught by Colin Young, the senior. as a left-handed Aaron Markley will stand in. The left fielder with a runner on and nobody out in the bottom of the first. No score in your state semi. Winner will get the championship game tomorrow with St. Francis. Here comes. It'll be a bunt drop down first base side. Off the mound will come Fulkerson, picks it up, fires over to first. That's a good 1-3 sacrifice.
Yeah, good bunt down the first base line, pulled along with him. And now the Hilltoppers have a runner in second with one out. I keep wanting to say Caravan, but that's in 4A because Mount Carmel also football, glory, basketball as well here. There's not a lot of room in the JCA dugout. There's 27 of them. There's quite a few. 5 coaches, a trainer, whoever else.
Of course, Fulkerson looks in out of the stretch, the right-hander off the first base side of the rubber. Center fielder Thomas plays shallow. Here comes the first pitch of the at-bat. The right-handed Chris Scheida will be low and away for ball 1. Fulkerson behind in the count here to the third place hitter for, now you got me wanting to do it, the Hilltoppers, who wear all white, unfortunately, much to our dismay if you've been listening to our broadcast this year. And the Rams will check on the runner at second as they're known to do.
You have that ability to wear those all-white uniforms when you got extra money.
Well, you probably have 3 or 4
you get
sets.
what you want. You have about 3 or 4 or 5, 6 sets or whatever.
So there you go. Runner in scoring position. It's an RBI chance, and we don't like white. All white. We don't like it. Here comes inside corner. That'll be a strike. Counts even here to Chris Scheida, the shortstop. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out with a runner on second base here for the Hilltoppers. Of course, out of the East Suburban Catholic Conference. Finished in 5th place with an 8-8 mark. 4 games back to Lyle today and Carmel. Of course, all Catholic institutions, as the conference nomenclature would suggest. As the pitch misses up, it'll be 2 balls, 1 strike to Scheida with an RBI chance in the bottom of the first. We'll look for a Red Lake College player of the game this one some point in our post-game show. Red Lake College can save you thousands in your college education. As the 2-1 is going to be popped up right side. In the foul territory will venture Colton Better near the fence. He will not have a play. He ran right into it. Couldn't reach anymore.
Yeah.
No gadget arm.
It is one of those deals where unfamiliarity here as the rail of the dugout. Actually, that would be the press row pit area that came out and got Colton, of course, not familiar. His first game here, obviously. Clear sky. There is not a cloud in the sky over this field, and it's going to be tough for fielders to pick up on those things. Of course, Colton going by the Rams dugout, I'm sure, was being told, run out of room, but he's okay as he goes back to his position. They call him George, and he's tough. And, of course, with 2 outs now, 1 out, the 2-2 count on Scheida, the shortstop. Still an RBI chance here as Joliet Catholic looks to get aboard here in the bottom half of the first inning of a scoreless ball game in case you're just joining us. WMIX and WMIXSports.com. So glad to have you with us. Give us a follow on Twitter or find us on Facebook. As Scheida will take it right in the back, right to number 6, and that'll put 2 aboard here on the hit-by-pitch. Not what you want if you're the Mount Vernon Rams. Nerves may be a situation. Hashtag juice. Right now, digging a little bit of a hole here you don't want to here on the road.
Here comes the first pitch of the bat to be fouled off, opposite side from the right-hander, Nick D'Alessandro.
One thing today about foul balls that go out to the stands and whatnot, you get to keep them here at the state tournament. You don't have to give them back.
Have Dr. Hickman's signature on them.
Yeah. Those are almost priceless.
0-1 coming, Swung on a miss. Good pitch there, low and away by Fulk. 78 miles per hour as it registers. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, 2 aboard here for Joliet Catholic, the Hilltoppers in the bottom half of the first inning. Of course, Rams Baseball will tell you time and time again it's powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland, as the 0-2 will be lifted into right. Pike on the run toward the foul line. Can't get to it as it gets into the right field bullpen onto the berm, and that's going to be a prize for the kiddos. Watch out. There's some Holloways and McClures run over.
Yeah.
I'll see the youngest McClure.
Well,
he's got a hat on now.
He's sitting down over in the seat. That got him contained.
Probably.
It's a berm battle for a baseball that was going on, about 5 or 6 little youngsters.
Beautiful facility they do have here in Joliet. Here comes the 0-2, or well, there it is after the delivery out of the stretch. This one's going to be blooped in the left center. Thomas will come to pick it up, and he makes a nice throw. Cut off by Better. And it'll be bases loaded on the single.
Yeah, just a little dunk hit, little duck snort over the shortstop head. Out in the center field, of course, wind blowing in from left center. That ball dived out there in the outfield, and now JCA have the bases loaded with 1 out. That's trouble right now for the Rams. Of course, again, have not trailed this entire postseason so far.
And that appears to be a danger here. 1 out in the bottom of the first, no score yet. Joliet, the Catholic Academy. The Hilltoppers threatening here in the bottom of the first. Just 1 out. This is going to come inside a little tight. It'll be 1-0 to Voidick for catcher.
Mike Allstott played football at JCA before going to the Buccaneers of the NFL. Purdue before that, obviously.
Rudy technically played at JCA.
He did, JCSA. There we go. I wondered how
sure they'd love to have that alumni. One ball, one strike, bases loaded here in the home half. We're in inning number 1, just underway for Joliet State Finals. State semifinal. Here it comes. This is going to be odds up, foul territory over to the first base dugout. We'll see if it scoots out of play, and it will.
Oh, my. Got to judge them foul balls better.
Well, they protected her honor, so that's all that matters.
Yeah, well, she got out. There was nobody jumping up. Yeah, and then they get the PSA. Please keep your attention on the field. No kids thing.
Yeah. Johnny Williams in that group?
Mr. Williams, again, he sat there and watched it.
I think he actually got up that time. It's okay. 1 ball, 2 strikes, bases juice here in the home half. This will be swung on a miss, and Polk gets a big strikeout here. And now they have 2 outs on the board with the bases loaded. Maybe a little bit of a sigh of relief here. Now you got to get this out.
That's a big strikeout. Now your infielders go back a little bit, spread out, tag a base anywhere, base is loaded, and 2 outs. You can get by the first baseman, Ryan Peter, and that's at bat.
Of course, your outfielders are playing a little bit more shallow here as Landon Thomas takes a few steps in. The right-handed pitcher, Fulkerson, out of the stretch, will plunk a batter in, and that'll be a plunked RBI. And the Hilltoppers take a 1-0 lead. The Rams surrender their first deficit in this postseason.
Unbelievable. I don't recall Mount Vernon pitchers hitting that many all year, and 2 here in the first inning.
Polk tried to relax out there on the berm before the game with his iPod on and the music going. Seems to be a little jittery here. The tall, lanky right-hander. Junior drawing some D1 interest. Has an 11-2 mark on the year. Bases loaded here for the Hilltoppers. 1-0 ball game in the bottom of the first. 2 outs. The bases are loaded now for John Kalisic. The DH has the first pitch. Good pitch over the outside corner. Changed it up that time. 78 miles per hour.
People everywhere. You got people hanging out behind the fences and everywhere watching this.
Quite a few in attendance with the home team in action. As this is going to be a soft ground ball, floated some trouble with it up the right side. And the E4 allows the run to score and it keeps the bases loaded here in the bottom of the first. Now a 2-0 ball.
Not the start that's going on here, and unfortunately for Mount Vernon, it has not gone well. A couple hit batters at error now, and this is one of those you don't want to get behind a quality program like JCA because they will put it to you if they get a chance.
Of course, a left-handed bat now. John Trott, the third baseman, will step in. Again, bases still loaded in the bottom of the first. 2-0 Joliet Catholic lead. Here with 2 outs. This is going to be a great pickup off a hard ground ball to Matthew Williams. A high throw to Metter. He'll land back on the bag on the leap. And the Rams get out of the inning with the damage done. The Hilltoppers 2, the Rams nothing after 1. This is Rams Baseball State semifinal action from WMIX Sports.
Hello. Okay, people. Here's your chance to come clean. Been punished? What did you do?
I backed into a tree.
I got dinged at the mall.
I hit black ice, then a parked car.
And your punishment was?
They raised my auto premium.
Here's how to stop the punishment. Get Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. With Rate Lock, you'll get a low rate that stays low, even if you file a claim. You're locked in until you change cars, drivers, or your address.
Oh.
Which means when you call on us, you'll feel like you're supposed to feel. Relieved.
So talk to us at the Bean Insurance Agency today. Call 618-242-6017. That's 618-242-6017. Or go to beaninsurance.net.
See for yourself why more than 90% of Erie customers stay with Erie. Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage. Insured must meet necessary underwriting guidelines. Premium may change if you make policy changes. Not all products are offered in all states. Patent pending.
Back to Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank.
And we welcome you back. WMIX Sports presentation of Rams Baseball here at the state semifinals. It's brought to you by Community First Bank of the Heartland, the official voice of Rams Athletics here on the radio. If you're tired of big corporate banking, you have a choice in Jefferson County. Community First Bank is at home in Mount Vernon Dix, Bond and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Colton Metter, Trevor Flota, Matthew Williams here in the top of the second. Rams trailing 2-0. So after a couple of quick pitches on the outside corner, it's an 0-2 count to Colton here. Flota, Williams to follow. Reeves, should anybody get aboard here in the top of the second. Of course, we do have quite a few tuned in today. We'll get to some of those in just a moment. As the 0-2 on a check swing is down to third base. Trotting some issues with it, gets between his legs, and the first base will go Colton Metter.
Through the 5-hole it goes for the E5. Metter reaches.
So after 2 runs on, should be 2
2 runs on 2 hits.
I would say I have 2-2-1. They have 2-3-1. That's not right. But anyhow, 2 runs, 2 hits, 1 error, 3 left aboard for Joliet Catholic in the bottom of the first. Rams get a base runner here in the second for Trevor Float. A ground ball to his counterpart at second base, Bowie. Over to short for 1. Shida throws back over to Peter at first. That's going to be a 4.63 DP.
That was as slick as we've seen. We saw St. Francis turn one the day earlier. It's pretty slick. That one there, it was pretty fast. The shortstop, Shida, put a good move. I mean, he is pretty fluid around the bag. That was a pretty good turn by JCA.
That'll bring in the right-handed Matthew Williams. Base is empty at 2 outs. Takes a pitch low and away for a ball. And it'll be 1-0.
Joliet Township High School back as a backdrop behind right field. Interesting architecture.
Ryan Gudisky, one of many tuned in today, as we found out on Twitter. Glad to have him. Avery Martin listening back at our Mount Vernon studio. Here comes. Swung through, tried to hold back the swing.
That off-speed pitch, that curveball is really causing Mount Vernon fit so far through the lineup the first time. And he does a good job there. I like to mix up there, curveball away, middle of the zone away, and then he cuts back fastball up. That fastball looks that much quicker than that curveball.
2 outs, base is empty. Quick 3-1 is going to be sent through the right side. A frozen rope. Right fielder coming up firing, and just in the nick of time arriving at first is Matthew Williams on a heads-up play by Keegan Tyrell.
Matthew probably says, I haven't seen that since Pony League. What the heck is somebody throwing me out from right field? It's a different ball. But again, that's good hard baseball. I mean, you get an opportunity on dink and dunk like that hit was through the right side. You got an opportunity. A right fielder playing shallow came close to throwing Williams out, and Matthew was hustling hard down the line on it anyway.
Now Matthew, a small lead off of first base, just gets back on a difficult head-first dive. You can follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports or find archive broadcasts at WMIXSports.com as well as the daily scoreboard and video highlights from the games in which we stream video. Not doing that here today, as this will be ripped by Reeves through the legs of the third baseman. Trotton having some issues over there through the 5-hole, and that'll be another E5, and it keeps the Rams in alive.
Some would say Trotton trying to field the ball, too. Because he just cannot get through. I mean, that ball, that's 2 going to the 5-hole that you can't ask for in baseball. Hit right at you hard, 1 hop, bang, boots it through his legs.
Or Second Chance Auto, one of our great sponsors here on Rams Athletics. Who wouldn't love to buy a vehicle with credit approval right over the phone? You can at Second Chance Auto. Call 244-4582 and find out without even leaving your home. That's 244-4582 for credit approval today at Second Chance Auto, around 142 East in Mount Vernon. Quick 1-0 count now to Sawyer Harrison. He'll swing through a pitch low and away. And that'll even things up at 1 ball and 1 strike. 2-0 ball game here in the top of the second. Rams have 2 aboard, first and secondary runners with 2 outs. Harrison will swing low and away again.
Mount Vernon's going to have to lay off that outside pitch. The curveball and fastball both hitting out in the corner. Boy, Mount Vernon's fighting hard on that pitch.
1-2, here it comes. And a foul tip comes to the backstop. It'll remain 1 ball, 2 strikes to the third baseman, Sawyer Harrison. Here for the Rams. Of course, your Heron Regional champs, your Effingham Sectional champs, and your Sauget Super Sectional champions. Time called as Harrison wants to step out of the box.
Those wondering, the home plate umpire took third. First base went to home, and third base went to first on the rotation from Game 1 to Game 2 for the crew today. I know some people will be wondering about that.
1 ball, 2 strikes. We have a lot of umpires to tune in on a regular basis. And Hilltopper fans not happy along the third base side. That was a pitch that might have caught the outside corner, but
it did. It was outside the batter's box corner.
There we go. 2-2 now. It's going to be blooped in the left field. Could this score a run? They're going to hold everybody up, and it'll be bases loaded now. As for the heck of it, Sawyer Harrison slides to the first base.
Well, I'm telling you, again, that's just the crew that they are. And he's kind of one of those. And again, bases loaded, bottom of the order, starting again. Here it comes. What was he doing? He slid into first base.
I don't know if he just tripped.
I think he tripped. But it was because they're looking at the footing. Quinn McClure over there looking at the footing. Well, that'll be something to get with later. How do you run down to first base?
That'll bring in Hayden Padinsky, who's been clutch. It's been the bottom of the order that's gotten the Rams started more often than not this postseason, and until today they had not trailed in a postseason contest, now trailing 2-0. 0-1 count on Hayden, as that caught inside, now chases the high fastball.
Lay off that little floater that's got a little spin on it. Looks kind of different. The wrinkles cause Mount Vernon some looks.
We're saying, hey, behind here, no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases are loaded for the Rams for the second. Big opportunity. Can they get a 2-out base hit? Check swing, the batter goes. And that'll be a strikeout to end the inning as the Rams strand the bases loaded. Trail 2-0 here through 1.5. This is Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank.
The Medicine Shop in Mount Vernon would like to announce the grand opening of a custom compounding lab located right next door. What is compounding, you ask? Well, quite simply, it's working with your doctor to solve problems. Have you ever had an infant who couldn't keep antibiotics down? Compounding is formulating that drug into a suppository. Problem solved. Have you ever been nauseous and unable to take tablets? We can compound that anti-nausea drug into a cream you simply apply to the skin. Problem solved. Worried about side effects or risks associated with oral pain medication or hormone therapy? We can compound pain medications or hormone meds into a topical cream that will avoid most, if not all, of the risks and side effects. Problem solved. These are just a small sampling of our ability to better serve our patients. It's another way we at the Medicine Shop stand out from the competition. Give the staff at the Medicine Shop a call today.
This is Mount Vernon Rams Baseball on WMIX and WMIXsports.com.
And we welcome you back. AM 940, WMIXsports.com. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside. 9-1-2 to up here in the second. For Joliet Catholic, will be Keegan Tyrell. First pitch he sees, pops it up. Miscommunication between the pitcher Fulkerson and third baseman Harrison, and that one will husband and wife between them. It allows the off batter to get aboard here at the second.
Well, it was Sawyer's ball right there. The pitcher backed off. Brock Fulkerson did, and unfortunately it drops harmlessly on the infield for a hit.
There you go. And, of course, we'll get you a scoreboard update here right quick. Of course, St. Francis beat Grays Lake Central in game number 1, 6-3. That scoreboard update's powered by Tony Wilt, State Farm Insurance. Drop down on the bunt to the third base side. Harrison on the run. Throws wide to the first base bag, and E5 puts 2 aboard.
If we see what they rule this one. I'm going to be nosy and look.
Of course, we will tell you. Tony Wilt would love to help you with all of your insurance needs. Find Tony on the web at TonyWilt.com. Look for him in his office, or do what I do. Look for that white State Farm Jeep around town and get to a better state with State Farm. Of course, they're going to have a meeting of the minds. Here's Tim Holloway is going to come out to talk to his crew. This break in the action powered by the Medicine Shop of Mount Vernon, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon. Of course, where customer care is our top priority by Dr. Eric Black and his staff there at the Medicine Shop.
Well, what started out as a harmless, you think about it, harmless out. One pops on the infield, drops for a hit, bunt sacrifice, goes for a hit, and now it's first and second. And right now, again, the interesting thing we brought up is Mount Vernon has not trailed the entire postseason. It's been a few weeks. Everything's been going great. Now you're behind 2-0 in a state semifinal. How are they going to react? We're going to learn a lot about this team here. When things are going well, things go well, everybody loves it. When things don't go so well, you find out a lot more about your team.
They gave a hit.
Yeah, because he beat it out. That's what they're saying.
Wow. Yeah, didn't think that. Be that as it may, however, with 2 on, a bunt drop down the first base side, trying to take advantage of the Rams defense playing back and trying to hold the runners. What?
I'm just laughing.
Home cooking?
Nah, well, just your thought on it. You sound like me at times.
I'm going to tell you this right now.
Tell me.
Of course, the kid's kind enough to always give us high C before the championship games. Got different flavor today. We'll say more about that after Brock gets set right side of the rubber, first base side, I should say, and another bunt drop down, this time off the bat of Aaron Barkley. Throw over to first is in time, and a great play there on the sacrifice and moves the runners over.
Second and third on the 1-4 sack. And now 1 out. It's pretty good. Mr. Markley's got a nice soft touch with the hands left on the bat as a left-handed hitter and bunter.
Chris Cheetah, as they say. It looks like we've said Cheetah.
Is that like Vince Cheetah, the baseball umpire?
Apparently not.
Yeah,
what'd they go with? Cheetah? Well, that's what we're going to go with now. Runners on second and third. Cheetah, his last time, was plunked and later came around to score the first for the second run of the ballgame. Since then, Joliet Catholic's been somewhat quiet, although they're getting a little bit louder here in the bottom of the second inning with a 2-0 lead and 2 on and 1 out.
They had a big crowd they brought along.
Well, they have to travel very far.
That or school district, I'm sure.
Most of them probably did not travel very far. As we wait the 1-0, here it comes. That'll be ripped right back up the middle for a base hit. Here comes one run into score. They're going to hold up the backup runner. Thomas boots it in center field, has some issues. Normally it's sure-handed out there with a cannon. And that's going to allow a pair of runs to score, and the Rams now trail 4-0.
That'll go as an error. That's the third on Mount Vernon here in the ball game already. Is that ball? I don't know why they're not giving that, but that ball was not going to be a score second run, and unfortunately, The ball gets by Landon, and it works as a run. And, boy, Mount Vernon's digging a hole they don't want to dig against a team that has baseball success.
And the runners go on the pitches in the dirt. There won't be a play for Colin Young to try to get the runner out at second. So, on base for Sheeta. For Nick D'Alessandro, of course, who took it in the dirt for a quick 1-0 count. All-Stars and Stitch is one of our sponsors. We'll tell you more about Big Dave and the crew after this pitch comes in. It'll be a ground ball, shortstop side. Williams will pick it up off the hot fires in the first in time. 6-3 is your second out as Sheeta will take third base. Of course, they do all of our banners and signs here at WMIX Sports. They even do apparel. In fact, they did those Mount Vernon Rams baseball T-shirts that Scott Gibbers was peddling before the game. $10, I believe they have just about any size. Not sure if there'll be any left by the time we get home or not, but maybe there will. If there are, feel free to hunt Scott down and try to get one. But All-Stars and Stitches just west of Benton High School. Call 435-5555. Runner on third, 2 outs here in the top bottom of the second inning. It's a 4-0 Joliet Catholic lead. As the right-hander, Alex Voidick, the catcher, will stand in. It struck out his last time up. Now it's 0-1 count on the first pitch fastball, and now another one comes in.
As Brock has to do, get out of this inning, limit the damage to 4, get back in the dugout. Maybe the bats can rattle a little magic.
See what happens on the 0-2 with the runner on third. Pitch on the way, and that's going to bounce around. Good stop by Young. Top of the hour, we'll tell you, this is WMIX Mount Vernon, a free service from Withers Broadcasting. Worldwide at WMIXsports.com or the station website at WMIX94.com. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski, Avery Barton back in our Mount Vernon studio. Runner on third for the Hilltoppers. Here comes a bender. This one's going to be planted towards right center field, planting his feet to make the grab, Landon Thomas. And though the Rams allow 2 more, it's 4-0 Hilltoppers. That was a great play to get out of the inning. So through 2, 4-0 Joliet Catholic. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Is a miracle of engineering. So when pain strikes, your body is telling you to get help fast. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois is proud to feature their spine care team. And when there are back problems, pain is always a constant companion. The Orthopedic Center also specializes in pain management. So put our spine care team on the job. Find out more online at orthocenter-si.com. Stop the pain, fix the problem, and enjoy life again. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank, asking why you bank with Community First Bank. Is it knowing your deposits are also vital to home loans in Jefferson County and our local economy? Is it having your choice of convenient locations and ATMs? Is it seeing a staff of friendly faces you recognize as your neighbors? These are all reasons enough to count, though you only need one, and we are honored you chose us. Community First Bank, welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC.
Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. Back to the Rams on WMIX.
We head to the top of the third. Rams baseball is powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland. See Joanne Joy for residential loan at Community First Bank. And welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Of course, Rams Athletics on the radio, powered by Com First. We head to the top of the third here at Silver Cross Field in Joliet. Rams baseball, state semifinal action against Joliet Catholic. Rams on the ugly side of a 4-0 score. As we're back to the top of the order here in the top of the third. Jake Pike, Landon Thomas, and Colin Young. Pike trying to drop down the butt, fight fire with fire off the mound, and a great play by the pitcher Couch.
Mr. Couch, to me, I'm sure he's their ace, but he looks like he's a kid that could play about 2 or 3, 4 different sports for you. Plays hard, and that time did a great job. Hopped right off that mound, covered that third base line well, and threw out a speedy Pike down the first base line.
Of course, Thomas is 0 for 1 as well, like Pike did the first. They followed up with back-to-back flyouts. Ooh, beautiful curveball outside corner for 0-1 to LT. Back-to-back flyouts to right field back in the first. Hope they don't meet the same fate here. That's going to be was that a wild pitch or a foul ball?
That would be a ball.
Right.
Even though they tried to check the swing, and the umpire said Landon did not swing.
There you go. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody on and 1 out here in the top of the third. Rams trailing 4-0. Winner goes to the championship game at noon. The loser will go to the third place game at 9 a.m. tomorrow.
That'll be cold in the morning for us.
Yeah, well, the 1-2. Of course, we'll be out and about regardless of the Saturday Sports Show at 8:08. 2-2 count here to Thomas. 1 out, nobody on. Glad to have you with us on WMIX, or those of you may be listening on any device at WMIXsports.com. As the 2-2 misses low and away. Full count now to Landon Thomas. Told you he's going to Ridley College to play baseball. Want to quite a handful. Is this going to be a soft tap or a swinging bunt off the mound? Comes Couch, fires over the first. Good coverage there by the first baseman. So back-to-back 1-3s.
Back-to-back 1-3, swinging bunt and a bunt. Talk about the cool weather. This is the kind of weather I'm sure Jared Shaner would still be wearing shorts and T-shirt in. Going, what are you talking about?
Probably burning up back at home.
He probably is.
Of course, football camps and contact days going on right now. I believe he said hovering around the 75 to 85 man mark right now. Those are good numbers. As a first pitch to Young, the future Lindenwood Belleville Lynx takes a strike on the inside, 4-0-1. Bases empty, 2 outs, top 3. It's 4-0 Joliet Catholic. The Hilltoppers looking for yet another state title appearance. As Young takes the ball this time to even it up at 1-1. Time swings through the 1-1 pitch, 1-2.
Very impressed with Mr. Couch.
Not bad.
67 strikeouts in 57 innings tells me a lot as well.
1-2 coming, swung on a miss, and there go the Rams in order. Top of the order goes 1-2-3 for a second time. We're through 2.5, 4-0 Hilltoppers. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
This is Chase Landers with Landers Collision Centers. It's been said that in order to grow, you have to change. Very rarely anymore do insurance companies ask the phrase to go out and get 3 estimates. The new phrase insurance companies are asking is, would you like to take your vehicle to one of our direct repair facilities? This is a way for your insurance company and collision repair center to help relieve the stress you may have from your unfortunate incident. And, as Landers Collision Centers has adapted to this forever-changing industry, we are extremely happy to announce that we are a direct repair facility for over 10 different insurance companies. It's likely that one of them is yours. From dealing with your insurance company, setting you up with a rental vehicle, lifetime warranty on repairs, and of course, Landers free lifetime detailing for qualified customers, Landers Collision Centers literally takes the stress from your incident and turns it back into a shiny new ride for you to enjoy again. Landers is here for you whenever you need us. Big or small, Landers fixes them all. 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS.
Listen to us from any device at WMIXsports.com. This is Rams Baseball on WMIX.
Glad to have you with us. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside, courtesy of Community First Bank of the Heartland. And, of course, with 5 Jefferson County branches and responsive quality service for all of your accounts, Community First Bank would like to be the first to say, welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. To the bottom of the third we go. Hilltoppers on top 4-0. First pitch from Brock Fulkerson. We'll hit the outside corner, of course, to Ryan Peter. So it's 0-1 to Peter, followed by John Kolisic and John Trott. The Johns back-to-back in the order, spelled differently. J-O-H-N for Kolisic, the D-H, and John Trott lacking the H, just a J-O-N. The 1-1, bunt drop down off the mound will come. Oh, no, leaves it for Young. Fires over to first base, and there's your 2-3.
Wow, nice to see both teams with several guys who can drop that bunt down. That's the fundamental that sometimes gets lost in this day and age of baseball. The big bats, big boppers. Of course, that's a big kid. Peter's probably about 6'2", 6'3", maybe 4. Playing first base, drops the bunt down like that. Reports of many as just a moment to tell you what I'm talking about. As Kolisic will take the first pitch scene. He reached on an error last time since it's second base. Florida makes the play. And it's 4-3. We have reports of many who are syncing the video feed on IHSA.TV and using our audio feed. Good deal.
Well, one, using the actual radio feed, but might have had better luck using the actual WMIXsports.com audio, as the delay is about the same. Or maybe it's not, or maybe that's what he did. Who knows? We're glad to have all of you, especially our Twitter followers, tune in. Follow us at WMIX Sports or like us on Facebook. As the lefty Trot stands in with the bases empty and 2 outs, takes an 0-1 pitch.
Well, a nice 1-2-3 inning would be good for Brock at this point.
Yes, it would. Of course, both pitchers work ever so quickly. Quickly, 2 outs and a 0-2 count. We need to tell you about Sarah Staley of Country Financial, one of our great boosters. Here comes outside, and I don't want to ever wish for a ball, but I needed it there. Here comes. Tomorrow's the day that anything can happen. We hope you're ready. When you meet with Sarah Staley at Country Financial, Mount Vernon, you get a one-on-one relationship with a plan to meet your goals. Country Financial, what's your idea? Financial security. It's a foul ball. It's front-footed over towards the first base side off the left-handed batter, Trot. Grounded out to short his last time, and that ended the threat back in the first. What is this? Was time called, or is Folk just taking his time? That doesn't happen.
No. I think that Trotton figured that Folk likes to work quickly and to have it stall a little bit here.
Out of the windup, first base side of the rubber, and that's going to be thrown behind. Unintentionally, of course.
Low at the ankles, behind.
I called that.
Both teams from the first game are down each side, opposite lines, watching this one.
2-2. Going to be popped up in the left field. Shouldn't do much damage as long as Clayton Reeves can get there, and Timmy will make the grab. Through 2.5, still 4-0 Hilltoppers. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank, asking why you bank with Community First Bank. Is it knowing your deposits are also vital to home loans in Jefferson County and our local economy? Is it having your choice of convenient locations and ATMs? Is it seeing a staff of friendly faces you recognize as your neighbors? These are all reasons enough to count, though you only need one, and we are honored you chose us. Community First Bank, welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC.
Startup businesses, and they come in the door, they're pretty mean.
Randy Atkinson, owner of Heartland Accounting, on why he is a small business expert.
I have had businesses where I've talked to people in their garage and have grown it to work in 3 states. There's a lot of tremendous opportunity to help people from the very inception of their business, whether it's just talking about what does it take to become successful, what sorts of things do we need to stay legal. I feel very qualified to help people get to where they want to be. I've had that experience and have helped that situation become successful.
Heartland Accounting, 3000 Broadway, Suite 2B.
Find us on Facebook under WMIX Sports. Back to the Rams on WMIX.
Welcome you back here. Silver Cross Field, don't know why I always forget that, here at Joliet. State final action. It's planted all over the place. You'll see the sponsorship of the hospital and the naming rights, but somehow I can't manage to keep it in tow. You're up for the Rams here at the top of the 4th. Colton Metter, Trevor Flota, and Matthew Williams. As it's the first pitch, strike to Colt. Ball's behind 0-1. Rams trailing Joliet Catholic 4-0 here in the state semifinal. Winner gets St. Francis tomorrow in the championship at noon. Loser gets the Grays Lake Central Rams at 9 o'clock. Whoa. Hockey game broke out here, apparently. This is nothing to shoot out of court
last night. Where the heck's that man?
Foghorn Leghorn is attendance. 0-2 outside low, so low and away to Better makes it 1 ball, 2 strikes. Reached on an error last time. However, was forced out at second base on a 4-6-3 double play back in the second inning. You're leading off the 4th. There's 1 foul between the 5 hole, I guess, of the light standard. It's 1-2 to Colton again. Load in the on-deck circle for the Rams, the second baseman. Tap to the mound. The pitcher, Couch, will scoop it over to first base to Ryan Peter, and 1-3 is your first out.
A lot of similarities in these two teams, the way they go about their business. Quickly get out, play, nothing silly. It's kind of a nice, refreshing way to watch these two teams go at it here in the state semis.
No doubt about that. Rams looking for some business here. Lota will stand in, take a first pitch in the opposite batter's box. The right-hander gets ahead here 1-0. Williams to follow with 1 out. The base is empty at the top of the 4th inning. Of course, both center fielders stay playing ever so shallow. Of course, some dimensions here. 330 down the left field line, 400 straightaway center, and 327 down the right field line. Of course, it's not marked at straightaway center.
I was going to say.
Looked it up online. Seating capacity.
That's fair.
Built in 2002. Hosted what was then, who was then, I believe, the Joliet Jackhammers out of the Northern League. They went kaput 2010, so the Slammers come in. As this will be a ground ball. Tough play by Bowie. Makes it. They're over to first in time for 3. But the Slammers come into the Frontier League, win it their first year. Of course, the Southern Illinois Miners won it last year. Always exciting Frontier League action. 2 outs and nobody on for Matthew Williams. He will play golf at Red Lake College next year, the senior. Senior-dominated Ram lineup as he swings through. That's 0-1 to Matthew.
A lot of impatient swings from the Rams today. A lot of first pitch swinging. The pitches is not in the zone.
So right now, it is 4-0 Hilltoppers. 1 ball, 1 strike. Williams to go low. Of course, everybody else pretty well at normal depth, normal positioning here. Defensive pitch outside, 2 balls, 1 strike to Williams. Clayton Reeves on deck. Should he get a chance? Rams trying to avoid going 1-2-3 for the 3rd time out of 4 innings. Williams will fist one towards right field on the run, and a diving grab by Keegan Tyrell will end the threat. Not much of one, though, here in the 4th. We're through 3.5, still 4-0 Joliet Catholic. This is Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank.
The Medicine Shop in Mount Vernon would like to announce the grand opening of a custom compounding lab located right next door. What is compounding, you ask? Well, quite simply, it's working with your doctor to solve problems. Have you ever had an infant who couldn't keep antibiotics down? Compounding is formulating that drug into a suppository. Problem solved. Have you ever been nauseous and unable to take tablets? We can compound that anti-nausea drug into a cream you simply apply to the skin. Problem solved. Worried about side effects or risks associated with oral pain medication or hormone therapy? We can compound pain medications or hormone meds into a topical cream that will avoid most, if not all, of the risks and side effects. Problem solved. These are just a small sampling of our ability to better serve our patients. It's another way we at the Medicine Shop stand out from the competition. Give the staff at the Medicine Shop a call today.
You're listening to Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank.
With details thus far, it's been to the home half of the fourth inning. Joliet Catholic, 4 runs, 3 hits, 2 errors, 4 left aboard. The Rams have 0 runs on 2 hits, 2 errors, and they've stranded 3. As the first pitch seen by number 5, Keegan Tyrell, who just made a heck of a diving grab to end the top half of the fourth inning. Fouls it off, falls behind, 0-1. Hilltoppers, as we're halfway home, looking for another state championship appearance.
Amazing how a guy who makes a great defensive play leads off an inning.
Why does it work that way? Baseball karmas. He will send this one toward right field. Look at his counterpart, Mike, make a great grab. Oh, that one's not going to get it.
Well,
Mike Crutch running on that foot, probably not supposed to be.
Well, probably that. But here at Joliet, the bullpens, much like AT&T Park in San Francisco, they forgot to build the bullpens at the place, are in play down the line to foul territory, and Pike stumbled over that bullpen mound down their right field line there. Luckily, he wasn't hurt.
So no balls and 2 strikes to the right-handed batter, the right fielder Tyrell, who singled and scored back in the second. And he'll send a ground ball to Harrison. He'll knock it down off the hop and fire over to first base for the 5-3.
Knocked it down on a tough play, got up through, and then Metter made a good play, dig it out of the dirt. Good play on both ends on that 5-3 connection.
WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by King City Chrysler Center. It's minivan time at King City Chrysler. See their selection online at kingcitychrysler.com. Rode up here in a caravan. Good times. Here comes the first pitch to the lefty batter. It's going to be Mitch Bowie. He was reached twice and scored twice today. Takes the first pitch, strike outside, 0-1.
That's the next game, 4A, caravan.
There you go. He'll rip one. Right center field. Could go shoving in the gap, but it hits the grass and practically dies. So instead of extra bases, gets hung up, and it'll be a single with 1 out.
Flush outfield here on the 4th hit of the day for the Hilltoppers. Flush grass knocked down out there. There's been some replacement grass put out there for some reason. It goes to the wagon gate in right. And that ball hit that, kind of really died down. That allowed Landon to come over there and cut that ball off and hold that runner to single.
So that'll bring another lefty, Aaron Markley. Sacrificed both times today. 1-3 the first time, 1-4 the second. Takes the first pitch ball up. And it's 1-0.
I'm thinking he's a guy that you might be able to put a runner in motion at first, maybe do a little hit and run with.
See, on 1-0, they'll check on the runner first. Meanwhile, we're telling you about the high C probably back in the second inning. We've recapped that. The guys that have been going with on the social media #Juice, and they've given us a couple of juice boxes, one for each of us prior to each championship game since the sectional. As this will be a ground ball to third. Harrison will pick it up, fires over to first. 5-3 will advance the runner, so 2 outs now. Of course, they were giving us Flash and Fruit Punch there for a while. They've switched over to Torrential Tropical Punch.
Probably was at the local favorite Slurpee station next to the hotel, what they had.
Well, I was wondering what the differences were between Tropical and Fruit Punch. Just a pair. Tropical has a pair, which I did not know to be Tropical. But be that as it may, right now it's 4-0. Rams trailing here. The bottom half of the fourth inning. It's a half-hearted feint of a throw back to second base. Wilkerson hung on to try to keep the runner on. So 2 outs, runner on second. Bottom of the fourth inning. In steps the right-hander Sheeta. Sheeta, I think is what they went with. Lays off on a pitch, the bottom falls out. It did not go around. It'll be 1-0. D'Alessandro is on deck here for the Hilltoppers. Scoreboard updates in just a moment. We'll look for a Ridley College player of the game, of course. That coming up in our postgame show. The 1-0 going to be ripped down to third. Harrison. Blake goes around, picks it up, fires across, and that will get the Rams out of the inning. Of course, Red Lake College, St. Thomas is at Red Lake. Find out how at rlc.edu. 4-0. Hilltoppers through 4. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
It happens every spring. You need a great quality new-to-you vehicle. There's a reason why Second Chance Auto has been helping put families into affordable, dependable vehicles for over 32 years. Honest, fair deals. Ain't nothing fancy, just great vehicles with warranties, honest deals, and bank rate financing for all. That's the only way Second Chance Auto will do business. And you don't even have to leave your home to get credit approval. Call Second Chance Auto at 244-4582 and get pre-approved right over the phone. They know bad things can happen to good people. Second Chance Auto, Route 142 East in Mount Vernon.
Hi, this is Melody True, Relationship Specialist with People's National Bank in Mount Vernon. People's National Bank is focused on providing the best possible customer service and products to meet the needs of our customers. If you aren't receiving the products and services you deserve, maybe it's time to make a change. Change the name of your bank for the last time and make the switch to People's National Bank. People's National Bank, proudly serving Southern Illinois since 1909, member FDIC.
Back to the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios. This is Rams Baseball on WMIX.
WMIX and WMIXSports.com as we're near the bottom of the 1 o'clock hour here. At the top of the fifth, the Joliet, Silver Cross Field, the mound for the Rams trail, the Joliet Catholic Hilltoppers by a score of 4-0. Bottom of the order due up with Clayton Reeves, Sawyer Harrison, and Hayden Finesky. The right-hander Sam Couch has been brilliant today thus far, limiting the Rams just 2 hits. First pitch to Reeves, misses inside, 1-0.
Bottom of the order needs to go. Fifth inning, chances are starting to run out.
1-0. Kelvin catches the outside corner about, felt high, and it'll be 1 ball and 1 strike to Reeves. Harrison on deck, of course, Finesky to follow. Rams had a chance in the second with the bases loaded, couldn't capitalize, and those have been really the only base runners to speak of today, as brilliant has been Mr. Couch, now 1-2 to Reeves. Of course, we'll get you a Tony Wilkes scoreboard update here in a moment. 1-2. Reeves will send this one to the left center field, but not a problem for D'Alessandro on the run.
Now, familiarity for JCA playing at this facility. I'm sure during the spring they'll play a game or two here.
Of course, earlier today, St. Francis beat Grays Lake Central 6-3. I know we had a softball.
Yeah, Glen Ellen beat Tinley Park 5-1 in 3A softball down in Peoria.
There you go.
That's odd to say, down in Peoria.
Yeah, be nice to be in Peoria. Anyhow,
yeah.
As the first pitch to Harrison, fouled off to the backstop. That scoreboard update's powered by Tony Wilkes, State Farm Insurance, who would love to help you with all of your insurance needs. Find him in his office. Look for him on the web at TonyWilkes.com, or try to find that white State Farm Jeep around town. It's a mobile business card. As the 0-1's going to miss upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike to Sawyer Harrison. So apparently the thing is 1-1 with a 1 out. It's a play 1.
That's the loneliest number.
Yeah. Okay. That doesn't get old or anything. As the 1-1's fouled back for 1-2. We're crotchety here at the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios.
Well,
have a right to be.
We're having fun, but we have a right to be a little bit crotchety of some things that we've had to deal with this morning.
Yeah.
Here at the old ballpark.
Of course, I love the uniforms of St. Francis. More about that as we await the 1-2. Didn't see their pants. I was so enthralled at the tops. That apparently hit Sawyer Harrison. Didn't realize it did, but he'll be awarded first base.
Uh-oh. JCA's coach going to come out. Coach Voss says, what? Kid didn't even act like he got hit. And they're going to say it was a jersey flick, which I didn't see from our angle here sitting outside.
Of course, unfortunately for St. Francis, they do wear white pants, but, they have it's like a San Francisco-inspired blue and white.
Well, it's that San Francisco logo, the Giants from like 87 when Kevin Mitchell ran down the left field line at Busch Stadium and made a one-hand grab. Wasn't Grace Lake has a nice little jersey, too. Their lettering is pretty good as well.
Yeah. They've got nice things at Grace
Lake.
That is
a real
train.
There
before. Oh. Well, there we
That's
go.
A real train. I thought it was a noise thing, but it's a real train.
Oh, man. Glad to have you with us on WMIX. We'll take care of things in just a moment as Hayden Finesky will stand in with a runner on first and 1 out here in the top of the fifth. 4-0 ball game if you're just joining us. The Rams trail the Hilltoppers of Joliet Catholic, primarily a football-volleyball school, but they've had some baseball accolades, as this will be fouled off by Hay. Over the light standard into the parking lot. No free toy for a kid now.
No. A lot of kids disappointed, going, dang it, that went out of the park. They slide back down the berm, down there on the grass berm, and get ready to go. Party deck's open and left, though. Wouldn't do me any good to go there.
All right, now. The 0-1 catches inside, no balls and 2 strikes. Able to watch the NBA Finals last night. First NBA game I've seen in its entirety all year.
Pretty good game.
Always watch the Finals.
Hockey was on, too.
It's all part of it. 0-2. There's a ground ball over to third. They're going to think 2. Second for one, and third for the other. And there goes a 5-4-3 double play to get the Hilltoppers out of the damage. So we are through 4.5, still 4-0 Joliet Catholic. This is Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank.
More Americans are on the move today than ever before. One of the most popular modes of transportation is the motorcycle. Motorcycles take us to our jobs, school, to the beach, and all around the country. If you're a bike rider, your Pekin Insurance Agency, Page Insurance on Crownview in Mount Vernon, wants to make sure you have the best insurance protection while you're riding. Ask about the money-saving auto cycle discount and the experienced driver discount, too. Call Page Insurance at 242-7000 today about motorcycle insurance from Pekin Insurance.
I'm Michael Stack with a look at your next rad weather. Cloudy skies mixing in with some sunshine, a shower or thunderstorm around as well. This afternoon's high 76. Clear to partly cloudy skies, tonight's low 54. Partly sunny skies, high 76 to 80. Saturday, warm and humid with clouds mixing in with some sunshine. A thunderstorm seen in spots in the afternoon hours. Sunday, high 82. Next rad weather from WMIX, Mount Vernon, Illinois.
You're listening to Rams Baseball on AM 940 WMIX, Mount Vernon, Effingham, Terre Haute, and online at WMIXsports.com. A free service from Withers Broadcasting.
And we welcome you back. Rams Baseball, bottom of the hour. Glad to have you with us. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski. Avery Parton back at the studio. As we head to the bottom of this fifth inning with the Rams trailing 4-0. Quick fly ball off the bat of the leadoff batter to the center fielder, Nick D'Alessandro, ends up in the hands of Jake Pike. He'll make the grab, one away. Rams Baseball is powered by Community First Bank. Your community, your choice, your bank. With 5 locations and friends and neighbors on staff who understand your needs, Community First Bank keeps it simple. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Brock Fulkerson out of the windup with one out. The base is empty now for Voidick, the catcher. That'll bounce into the mitt of Colin Young for ball one. Ryan Peter will follow here in the fifth inning. Wolf comes up firing a 75-mile-an-hour pitch. That'll end up a little bit quicker towards Jake Pike. He'll make the grab again. So back-to-back F9s. 2 away here for the Hilltoppers.
A quick swing, and Hilltoppers must have to get back to school today. Get a last class in, much as they're swinging here early on the count here in the fifth.
Yeah, you never know. So 2 outs. Bases are empty now for the Hilltoppers. Quick work here by Brock Fulkerson. Here comes Peter. Swings and misses the first pitch. Falls behind. 0-1. Of course, we don't know or understand about your existing policies. Can end up hurting you and your family. With the right help from Country Financial, almost any family can achieve financial security. Develop a plan to meet your goals with your Country Financial rep in Mount Vernon, Sarah Staley. That was a quick plan by Brock Fulkerson to get out of the inning. Fouled off and toward the fence on the first base side. Of course, Colton Benner makes a sure-handed grab. So there go the Hilltoppers, and we are through 5 innings. State semifinal action, 4-0. Hilltoppers on top. This is Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank, asking why you bank with Community First Bank. Is it knowing your deposits are also vital to home loans in Jefferson County and our local economy? Is it having your choice of convenient locations and ATMs? Is it seeing a staff of friendly faces you recognize as your neighbors? These are all reasons enough to count, though you only need one, and we are honored you chose us. Community First Bank, welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC.
Don't just dream about a better job, go get it with scores of programs that take 2 years, 1 year, or even just a few months to complete. Rend Lake College is your gateway to a career you'll love. From nursing to coal mining, from computer programming to cosmetology, and everything in between. Rend Lake College is affordable, convenient, and ready to get you trained for your new job fast. Call us at 618-437-5321 or visit us at rlc.edu.
Back to Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank.
And we welcome you back, WMIX and WMIXsports.com. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside Community First Bank of the Heartland. We can see Joe David Cummins for a commercial loan. You might know him better as the president that sits right at the front door at Community First Bank. 5 years from county branches. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. So we wait the first pitch of the inning, as it'll be the top of the order to get us started. And Jake Pike will take a first pitch strike.
We got 6 more chances. It's go time for the Rams here in the 6th and 7th. Down 4-0 into the Hilltoppers of Joliet Catholic. That'll be swung through, and now it's quickly 0-2 to Jake Pike. Rams Baseball, of course, couldn't do without the help of Second Chance Auto, the largest selection of pre-owned vehicles priced at $10,000 in one location. Second Chance Auto, around 142 East, where now you can call and get credit approval right over the phone, 244-4582. Couch will come up firing again out of the stretch. His preference.
It's 2-2 to Jake Pike here in the top of the sixth. He leads it off, bounces off toward the first base dugout. It'll remain 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Couch had 59 pitches through 5. Brock Fulkerson through 5 has 57. Incredible quick work being done by both these pitchers.
2-2 the count here to Pike. Here it comes. And this will be lifted the opposite way. Goes into left field. Markley on the run toward the foul line will make the grab. There is your first out.
One of the better at-bats Mount Vernon's had today. Pike battled, fought off a couple pitches, and hit one hard out the left.
Of course, we'll give you Red Lake College Player of the Game in our post-game show. Red Lake College can save you thousands in your college education. See which of the more than 100 degree and certificate programs is right for you at rlc.edu. So has Jake Pike's gone. Landon Thomas has. It's a listed bat. Quick ground out to first base, 3 unassisted. And now, top 2 batters are combined 0-6 today.
See why Mr. Couch has that 1.21 ERA here today.
That's going to be a lot lower after today's action. No runs, 2 hits, 3 stranded for the Rams. Of course, a couple errors there defensively. 4 runs on 4 hits. Some details for you. For the Hilltoppers of Joliet Catholic, first pitch misses upstairs to Young, who struck out twice today. That's not a common occurrence. As the Rams trail 4-0 here, we'll get you some scores a little bit later on. St. Francis, of course, beat Grays Lake Central 6-3 in the first game here. That scoreboard update was presented by Tony Wilt. I believe it's Glenn Ellen over Tinley Park. Andrew, 5-1 down south, 3-8 softball. There you go. Tony Wilt wants to handle all of your insurance needs. Give him a call. Find him in his office. Look for him on the web at TonyWilt.com or find that white State Farm Jeep around town. 2-1 to Collins. Bases empty and 2 outs here top of the 6th. The Rams trail 4-0. Going to need to get some base runners aboard. As a good eye by Collin. He'll take it outside. It's 3-1. Need runners. 3-1 coming. Quick ground ball to third. Off of the minute. Trotting some trouble. Picks it up. Fires over. And that will do it for the Rams. 1-2-3 here in the 6th through 5.5. It's still 4-0. Joliet Catholic. This is Rams Baseball powered by Community First Bank.
State Farm, this is Jessica.
Hey, Jessica, Jerry Newman. Does State Farm offer more discounts to more drivers?
Yep, like the good driver discount.
So it's for good, but not great drivers.
No, Jerry. There's also the multi-line discount.
For calling from multiple lines while driving.
You should never use a phone while driving.
I only make calls from my car when I'm stuck in a ditch or something.
Are you in a ditch?
Yes, I am.
State Farm offers more discounts to more drivers than any other insurance company. Get to a better state.
One more reason to call State Farm agent Tony Wilton Mount Vernon at 242-1421.
The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois proudly welcomes Dr. Brian Steinke to their medical staff. Dr. Steinke earned his medical degree at the University of Illinois in Chicago and has degrees in anatomy and physiology from UC Berkeley, and he brings prestigious credentials to the center. Dr. Steinke is a gifted physician and contributor to orthopedic textbooks. Call 618-242-3778 or visit their informative website at orthocenter-si.com.
Listen to us from any device at WMIXsports.com. This is Rams Baseball on WMIX.
Welcome you back on WMIX and WMIXsports.com. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside as we will see John Kalisic to lead it off, followed by a pinch hitter, Ira Hughes, possibly. Either they on deck circle anyways. This will be the bottom of the order due up here in the home half of the 6th inning. First pitch will get away, and it's quickly 1-0 as it missed outside to Kalisic. WMIX Sports Mobile Studios are driven by Ford Square, 1501 Broadway in Mount Vernon. Or schedule your service appointments and see their selection online at FordSquare.com. Tap foul, a great backhanded grab by Harrison anyway. But it's just a strike, 1-1. Just a strike. But all stars and stitches. Those Rams T-shirts they designed, celebrating the regional championship, sectional championship, super. The Final Four appearance, absolutely stunning. The 1-1, ground ball to short. Williams comes up firing. 6-3 is your first down. Of course, it all starts. They can put a logo on it. Oh, if you can put a logo on it, they can probably print it. See McDave and the crew down there, just west of Benton High School. Call 435-5555.
Funny, those guys are still sitting over there all morning. Haven't worked a bit. Over on the board, the beam, those of you that may have been up here over across field, the artwork, the workers sitting on the beam over to our right watching the game. All 11 of them, as this is going to be swung on a miss, and the pitch was blown away by Ira Hughes. I-R-A. Not that one, or the other one. This is Ira. Yeah.
Not related to Phil Hughes, I have a feeling. It's just going to be a flop to right field for a base hit. So a pinch hit, base hit by Ira Hughes. It's the Hilltoppers a base runner here in the sixth.
Fifth of the day. That breaks a streak of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 batters in a row that Brock Fulkerson had let down. Actually, seventh hit of the day for the Hilltoppers.
So that'll bring in Keegan Tyrell, who made a great play earlier. Singleton scored earlier. He's 1 of 2. Runner on first and 1 out, takes it up and in, and that'll be a quick ball walk. Community First Bank of the Heartland, we tell you time and time again, 5 Jefferson County branches is more than anyone else. 2 in Mount Vernon, Dix, Woodlawn, and 9 as well. Community First Bank welcomes you back to personal banking. Member FDIC. The 1-0 pitch, nice play by Harris with the dive from his knees, trying to go for 2. They'll get the lead runner, and that'll go down as 5-4.
How about Sawyer Harrison? What a play over there to get that fielder's choice for the second out. Cuts down that lead runner at least.
What a play by Sawyer Harrison. He's made some great plays. Made one from his bum earlier in the season.
Moved his left there, dove from his knees, threw it to float at second for the sack, or should say for the fielder's choice. Sacrificed his body.
For the last chance, 7th inning for the Rams will be middle of the order. Colton Metter, Trevor Flota, and Matthew Williams. They trail 4-0 here. A runner on and 2 outs at the bottom of the 6th. This one will be a ground ball from the left-handed bat. Quick throw by Williams brings Metter off of the bag, but able to tag the runners we've seen all year. So Bowie will ground out to end the threat. Here we are through 6, still 4-0 Hilltoppers in your state semifinal. This is Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank.
Southern Illinois now has a better home for sports. It's the all-new WMIXSports.com. Jam-packed with local scores, video highlights, and archives of every local sports broadcast on WMIX. Did your team win? Missed that game-winning shot last night? Didn't catch your favorite coach on the Saturday sports show? WMIXSports.com is right at your fingertips. On your computer, your smartphone, your tablet, or your video game console. It's the all-new WMIXSports.com. Another free service from Withers Broadcasting.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank, asking why you bank with Community First Bank. Is it knowing your deposits are also vital to home loans in Jefferson County and our local economy? Is it having your choice of convenient locations and ATMs? Is it seeing a staff of friendly faces you recognize as your neighbors? These are all reasons enough to count, though you only need one, and we are honored you chose us. Community First Bank, welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC.
Find us on Facebook under WMIX Sports. Back to the Rams on WMIX.
And we welcome you back, WMIX and WMIXSports.com. State title hope still on the line for the Rams here in the top of the 7th, though they trail Joliet Catholic by a score of 4-0. Middle of the order, up to them to keep it going. As this quickly fell off in the first pitch to Metter from Sam Calisher has been brilliant today. Community First Bank of the Heartland is the official voice of the Rams. Your community, your choice, your bank. Community First Bank of the Heartland, of course. Friends and neighbors who understand your needs. Community First Bank, welcome back to personal banking, and welcome back to base hitting. The Rams going to lead off base hit. Their first of the day, of the leadoff variety.
Oh, first of the day, first since the second inning, a single to the left field line. Matter reaches, and you can hear Sawyer Harrison down below firing up the dugout. And we're up here up high in the sky, as there'll be a pinch runner. It'll be Gines at first.
Chris Carpenter.
Yeah, there is no doubt. Sitting by him at breakfast today looking at him, he's a dead ringer. He looks just like him.
He's a dead ringer. I have a feeling he's not from New Hampshire, however.
Could be on the other dugout.
That's true. Yeah, no boundaries. Of course, I had an interesting text message from back to the studio from our curious board op, Avery Barton. That is it really fair that the private schools and the public schools get to play at the same
great question?
Yeah, it's one. There's no good answer to it. This is going to be pitched inside across the corner.
Well, it's like this. A private school in Southern Illinois is one thing. A private school in this megalopolis of population is another.
Right. Because you look at your modern days of the world, and it's like, okay, well, most of those kids are from Clinton County. That makes applicable sense. As the 0-1 is going to fall for a base hit into right field. They're going to try for the lead runner at second, and just in there is Jake Pike. Tim Holloway not happy.
Wasn't close. I thought the outfielder on that hit, the right fielder did a great job. Wasn't going to get to the ball, but put a good deke on out there, and right field held his glove up, and that slowed Gines down just enough. But, boy, once Gines figured it out, he barely got into second base. They had to throw in the Rams for the first rally.
Let's see what we get. So 2 on and nobody out for Matthew Williams. Runner in scoring position now, and this is going to come inside in the dirt, 1-0.
And this is getting into the mid-70s, high 80 pitch or low 80 pitch count right now for Couch.
And yes, I a quarter as the 1-0 is going to catch low and away. It's going to be 1 ball, 1 strike to Williams.
Opportunity not.
And the Rams let it in. 1-1 coming. Chop ground ball third base side for Hughes. He'll pick it up, foot race to the bag. He'll dive into the bag, and that's a great play by Ira Hughes. Probably the reason he's in there.
Well, the ground ball to him backed him up. He really didn't have a play. The Speedy Williams running down the line at first, nor floated in the second. So it became a foot race between he and Giants. He wasn't going to get there on his feet. And, boy, he did a great job, did Hughes, of diving and tagging the bag with the ball in his glove for the first out of the inning.
That brings in Timmy Clayton Reeves. He's 0-1. He reached on there. Or swings the first pitch and misses nothing. 1 second chance. Oh, another of our great sponsors. See them. The largest selection of pre-owned vehicles priced at $10,000 in one location or credit approval right over the phone. 244-4582 or go by 42nd. Or Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. 0-2 to Clayton Reeves. 2 on and 1 out here in the last chance, 7th for the Rams. They trail Joliet Catholic, the Hilltoppers, 4-0. Good morning, good afternoon, good night for Clayton Reeves. That'll be a strikeout. The Rams are down to their final chance.
It's a good pitch. Rams pulling off pitches today. That's been an issue, and now down to it.
The Hilltopper fans stretch their wide and awkward brown rise to their feet. 2 on and 2 out for Harrison, trying to keep the championship hopes alive, and it's a strike on the inside corner from Sam Couch. If the Rams succumb here in this game, they'll play for third place tomorrow at 9 o'clock against the other Rams, Grays Lake Central. 0-1 misses outside. It's 1-1.
Familiar opponent.
Rams played them in football, traveled up there to Lake County. We're in Will County right now, nothing that matters. But traveled up there back in 2010 with hopes of finishing 4-5, I believe. Finished that season, I think, 3-6. Nothing that matters now. 1 ball, 1 strike to Harrison. That's going to miss outside. Close to the dirt. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs, 2 aboard for the Rams. Last chance here in the 7th, down 4-0. And now Harrison once time again gets a call. Here's the problem. The Joliet fans are getting upset, but Couch really isn't counting until after time's call, trying to make it look that way.
Couch is upset a little bit, stared at Sawyer.
So we await the 2-1. Here it comes. Swung and a miss. Perhaps the last laugh there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The Rams are down to their final strike. A loss means at least a 3rd or 4th place trophy tomorrow. The Fur win number 32 here, and it's state championship berth tomorrow. Swung on a miss on a pitch outside, and that's going to do it. The Rams are going to fall to Joliet Catholic by a score of 4-0. They will play at Grays Lake Central tomorrow. We'll tell you more about it. That's Fisher Relay postgame show. We'll take a quick break. This is Rams baseball. They fall 4-0 from WMIX Sports.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank, asking why you bank with Community First Bank. Is it knowing your deposits are also vital to home loans in Jefferson County and our local economy? Is it having your choice of convenient locations and ATMs? Is it seeing a staff of friendly faces you recognize as your neighbors? These are all reasons enough to count, though you only need one, and we are honored you chose us. Community First Bank, welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC.
The Motor City reclaims its name with the 2013 Chrysler 200. Hi, Roy Schmidt Chrysler dealer at King City Chrysler Center, Mount Vernon. The Chrysler 200 has a great classy design. The lines and curves create a precise chisel profile. LED tail lamps eliminate attention to detail, and each Chrysler 200 wheel choice adds a different finishing touch to the vehicle's overall design. Right now, we are offering our own finishing touch with great incentives. Choose $3,000 in customer cash or choose 0% financing for 72 months. Wow! We have over 30 Chrysler 200s in stock, all having been awarded the IIHS Top Safety Pick. Browse our entire inventory at KingCityChrysler.com or come see one of our associates at King City Chrysler Center, 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon, and don't forget to find us on Facebook.
What does technology sound like? Is it the clang of heavy machinery, the beeps and chirps of an electronic gadget, At the new Good Samaritan Regional Health Center, technology sounds a little something like this.
It's the sound of a young girl excited because her mom's being released the same day as her minimally invasive surgery. Thanks to the Da Vinci surgical robot, our surgeons' hand motions are seamlessly translated into smaller, more precise movements. But surgery isn't the only way Good Samaritan is raising the bar for advanced healthcare in Southern Illinois.
That's the sound of a patient's health record being updated and stored electronically for immediate access by nurses, primary care doctors, and specialists alike. That's why soon, the new Good Samaritan Regional Health Center will use all electronic patient health records. Less paper translates to faster, better care for you. And that sounds a little something like this.
The new Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a hospital, raising the bar.
Want a good laugh? Watch those funny insurance ads on TV. You know, the ones the other guys spend billions of dollars on each year. Want seriously good auto, home, business, or life insurance? Come to the Bean Insurance Agency here in Mount Vernon, an independent Erie insurance agent. You'll get a great price that saves you money, unbelievable service, and advice from people you can trust. So talk to us at the Bean Insurance Agency today. Call 618-242-6017. That's 618-242-6017. Or go to beaninsurance.net. We can help you get where you need to be, where you should be, quickly and easily. Go ahead, laugh at those cave people, stunt guys, and bubbly cashiers. Then see for yourself why more than 90% of Erie customers stay with Erie, year after year after year.
I'm Michael Stack with a look at your next rad weather. Cloudy skies mixing in with some sunshine, a shower or thunderstorm around as well. This afternoon's high 76. Clear to partly cloudy skies, tonight's low 54. Partly sunny skies, high 76 to 80s. Saturday, warm and humid with clouds mixing in with some sunshine. A thunderstorm seen in spots in the afternoon hours. Sunday, high 82. Next rad weather from WMIX, Mount Vernon, Illinois.
This is Mount Vernon Rams Baseball on WMIX. The Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show starts now.
And we welcome you back on WMIX and WMIXSports.com. Your Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show. Schmidt Chevrolet, 3423 Broadway in Mount Vernon. Online at SchmidtChevrolet.com. Of course, glad to have you with us from Silver Cross Field in Joliet. Your state semifinal, your second one is in the books. And our trophy games for tomorrow are set. The Mount Vernon Rams will play for third place at 9 o'clock. Of course, your pregame doesn't really matter. You might as well just tune into the Saturday Sports Show tomorrow at 8:08. We'll roll right into Rams Baseball. It's probably going to be a Rams Baseball-themed show anyhow. So join us at 8:08 tomorrow here on AM 940 and WMIXSports.com. All of that said, disappointing, I know, 4-0 loss to the Joliet Catholic Hilltoppers, but in a true road game environment here at Silver Cross Field, the Rams come out just short. We'll take a look at your Heartland County post-game numbers here in just a moment. Of course, Heartland County, 3000 Broadway, Suite 2B, is your small business expert. Get started right with Heartland County. We'll check that out in just a bit. For the Rams, such a great effort. You don't want to say they squandered an opportunity because they really didn't, because Sam Couch of Joliet Catholic was in fuego.
Hey, he's that good. I mean, he went 7 innings, only gave up 4 hits, no walks, just a hit by pitch, and struck out 5. It's not that the Rams were swinging and missing a lot. They were putting the ball in play, just didn't come up with it, didn't get a victory, and you tip your cap to Mr. Couch because he threw the ball very, very well to get JCA to that championship game tomorrow against Wheaton St. Francis. Mount Vernon Great Lake will battle for third, also known as the Public School Class 3A State Championship.
You went there before I could.
I did.
The Public will battle for their own championship. It'll just be a third-place trophy in the IHSA tomorrow, and then the non-boundary institutions will battle it out for the state championships tomorrow at noon. Let's see. Friday, take a break here on the Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show. We'll come back, wrap it up, get you all the details here. As the Rams fall to Joliet Catholic by a score of 4-0. This is Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank.
What is good sports talk, really? Around these parts, it's the WMIX Saturday Sports Show. Every Saturday morning after the 8 o'clock news. With a vast assortment of interviews and knowledgeable in-studio discussion. It's the most content-driven local sports show on the radio dial. And it's every Saturday morning after the 8 o'clock news. Only on AM 940 and WMIXsports.com. Where you can listen on your computer, smartphone, or any device. It's all made possible by Crossroads Community Hospital. It's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be.
Have you ever been traveling out of town and realized you needed cash? Using another bank's ATM can cost you a few extra dollars in fees to get the cash you need. Not anymore. People's National Bank introduces MoneyPass. MoneyPass allows you to use over 23,000 additional ATMs in the United States without any fees. Stop by People's National Bank, visit peoplesnationalbank.com or moneypass.com to find out more information. People's National Bank, serving Southern Illinois since 1909, member FDIC.
Backaches, bad hips, rickety knees? Why not try aquatic therapy? The Red Lake College Aquatic Center has more than a swimming pool. Try a 6-lane, 75-foot lap pool, along with a whirlpool 10 feet in diameter and a 10-foot by 20 hydrotherapy pool. Aquatic therapy is very affordable. In many cases, the tuition is waived entirely. With special access and dressing areas for the elderly and physically challenged, getting in the water is easy. Experts are on hand to assist with various areas of aquatic fitness and rehab. Call 437-5321 extension 1207 or visit rlc.edu.
Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. Back to the Rams on WMIX.
And we're you back on WMIX and WMIXsports.com. The Rams fall the state semifinal by a score of 4-0 to the Joliet Catholic Hilltoppers. Chris Hugo, Danny Czerwinski alongside Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show, 3423 Broadway in Mount Vernon, online at schmidtchevrolet.com. 9 o'clock tomorrow, the Rams will battle Grays Lake Central for third place. Of course, you can just tune into the Saturday Sports, or we'll lead you right into Rams baseball. 8:08, still game time tomorrow, brought to you by Crossroads Community Hospital. Rams baseball, of course, powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking. We need to run down those Heartland County postgame stats.
Mount Vernon, no runs, 4 hits, 2 errors, 5 left on base. Joliet Catholic Academy had 4 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors, 6 left on base. Sam Couch gets the victory. Complete game. Brock Fulkerson also threw 6 innings. He takes the loss. In a game that, if you get this, took 1 hour and 7 minutes. Mount Vernon loses 4-0 in the state semifinals.
That just goes to show
1 hour and 7 minutes.
Harlan County, of course, 3000 Broadway, Suite 2B, your small business expert, just goes to show you. Brock Fulkerson always works quickly, but when you get another pitcher that works equally as quickly, that's how much time is cut off of a ball game. 1 hour and 7 minutes for Joliet Catholic, 4-0 victory. Red Lake College player of the game, of course. Red Lake College could save you thousands on your college education. Log on to rlc.edu to find out how. And as we take a look up and down the Ram lineup, I know an error was made a little bit earlier on, but Sawyer Harrison made some great plays offensively. It was a second base hit for the Rams, but really some of those defensive plays at least keep the ball down. Make him our Red Lake College player of the game. Save $1,000 on your college education at Red Lake College. Log on to rlc.edu. Let's see. We'll run it down one more time. Of course, your Saturday Sports Show gets underway at 8:08 tomorrow morning on AM 940 and WMIXsports.com, assuming we get into the ballpark by then. We're allowed to the ballpark by then. That's no kidding. That's half the battle. Beyond that, though, we'll run right into game time as the Rams and the Grays Lake Central Rams will play at about 9 o'clock tomorrow, right here on AM 940. It's for third place in the state in Class 3A. We hope you've enjoyed today's broadcast. For Danny Czerwinski, for Avery Barton, back to the studio, for everyone at WMIX Sports. On behalf of the Mount Vernon Rams and our sponsors, thank you for taking the time to listen today. Right here on AM 940 and WMIXsports.com. I'm Chris Hugo, reminding you of the final score. Joliet Catholic Hilltoppers 4, the Mount Vernon Rams nothing. So long from Joliet for just a while.
Thank you for listening to Mount Vernon Rams Baseball on WMIX and online at WMIXsports.com. Rams Baseball has been presented by the official voice of the Mount Vernon Rams, Community First Bank. Welcome back to Personal Banking. The Mount Vernon Rams on WMIX are also sponsored in part by Red Lake College. See how you can save thousands on your education at rlc.edu. The Medicine Shop of Mount Vernon, Ford Square and King City Chrysler. You can count on us. State Farm Insurance Agent Tony Wilt. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Second Chance Auto. Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a Hospital. Raising the Bar. Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon. And also by The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois, Sarah Staley, your country financial agent, Heartland Accounting, and by Central Christian Church. Your home for news, talk, sports, and America's best music, WMIX. Find archived broadcasts of Rams baseball at WMIXsports.com.
Just hold it.
Yeah, Fred Barnes believes, ladies and gentlemen, that, where is it? He doesn't think that it's scandal. He thinks it's previous Obama decisions that are causing the demise of his administration.